Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Jose Reyes. I'm a corporate trainer with Wells Fargo. I want to give you a little information about myself before we begin. I've been with Wells Fargo for 4 years, and in training and development, I have about 10 years' experience. And today, I'd like to talk to you about the importance of asking the right questions. Um, a few objectives before we begin. Trainees will learn the difference between open and closed-ended questions. Another objective will be trainees will learn the importance of open-ended questions. And lastly, trainees will learn to develop their own open-ended questions. So today I'd like to talk to you about open-ended questions or asking the right questions. Um, so I want to talk to you first about what exactly an open-ended question is. An open-ended question is a question that requires more thought, more. It requires more than just a simple yes or no answer. So this is a type of question that's important because it helps us dive deeper into the conversation with the customer, and it helps the customer develop an idea of what they really want, and it helps them really verbalize that. It also leads to quality conversations. So this is a question that actually has a lot of depth, has a lot of thought, a lot of quality, which, again, this quality conversation is going to lead into a quality sale. So these types of conversations are going to lead to more trust, and it's going to strengthen the relationship between yourself and the customer. So I'm going to drop a scenario for you that you might run into at the bank. A customer might come in and say, well, I'd like to do a home improvement loan. Okay, well, that's great, but let's find out more about what type of improvements you want to make. So we really want to avoid questions like, uh, what room do you want to repair? Because that's kind of a not as detailed as we'd like. Instead, we could ask a question like, what is the most important room that needs repairing in your home and why? So not only does this give the customer the opportunity to answer, but it lets them really think about the details as to what's wrong with their home or what exactly needs to be repaired. Um, Another question that we could ask is, uh, which room do you see yourself admiring in the next year? So that's a question that kind of lets them think about what they want, and it gives them a time limit or a time expectation as to when that particular area of the home needs to be improved. Um, Lastly, I also want to talk to you about the technique of how to get that information out of your customer, and it's a very simple one. It's quiet. That's right, quiet. So whenever we ask the customer these questions, we don't really want to bombard them with questions. We want to give them time to think about what they want, and we want to really give value to silence because ultimately we want to hear from the customer. Of course, we have tons of options, tons of resources that we can provide the customer with, but we want to let them speak. We want to kind of give the ball to them and say, you know what, I'll let you talk and I'm just here to listen. So, guys, I hope you've enjoyed my presentation on open ended questions or asking the right questions. Please keep in mind that if you look in your trainer log, you're going to see a short assessment that's going to go over what we covered today, and I'd like for you to answer to the best of your abilities. Thank you. Have a great day.